Frozen birch. Boy, there's a knot there. Work our way into the bigger ones. Minus 20 out, so this birch splits real easy. Most of it. So birch is not split or cured properly, it will rot right away. You get it in piles. This one's going to be a tough one, I think. Maybe not. I started splitting a little bit of this pile with the axe and birch. Really, it splits pretty easy if it's frozen. You know, we're minus 20 Celsius. You know, you hit it with an axe. My axe is only about 2 pounds. Splits pretty easy, but one thing with birch, I don't cut a lot of it for the simple reason that if you don't use it up or you don't sell it, this here starts to turn brown in the middle and it absorbs a lot of moisture, and then it does not dry. It has to be split down into fairly small pieces, and it has to be stacked up so that it can dry. So it's really it's heavy wood, very heavy wood. It's kind of a little bit hardwood here, and but it does split very easily, especially with the wood splitter. It's cold, it's just very brittle. A lot of people love birch for fireplaces and stuff. They love the smell of smoke, and everyone charges more money for it. It's quite a bit of work, and if you're going out, you're not going to haul a very big load of birch. It's very heavy. Yeah, it's not something that you want to go with a half ton. You don't get a very big load. Something else with the birch, see, this one here has got some big knots in it and frozen. You know, this splits pretty easy, but you gotta really be careful, and trying to split right through the center of a knot, it can be very hard a lot of times. The knots don't go that terribly deep. It's just try and place it in your splitter so that you know, I don't know if you can see that, but you know, I have a big knot here, here, and here. So I just try to split between, stay away from the edge just a little bit, and sometimes they'll pop apart easy, and sometimes when they pop apart, pieces fly. They come right off. Can hit you in the face, or chunks, just because it's very brittle when it's cold. It does burn very nice, but you can hear that. So we're going to just go beside that knot. The splitter is only in maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and that block splits apart already. But yeah, some of these are big. Like this one here. You know, different discussions about hernias. I've had 3 operations because over 7 years. I just think that I'm not overdoing it, and if you're overdoing it, you're going to pay for it. It's not nice. So it takes a long time to heal up when you get older. You try to do things a little bit easier as we get older. We suffer for it, what we did when we were younger. Yeah, I don't cut a lot. Anytime doing wood, you do have to be careful. I do know people that have had stuff wind up in their eyes. I'm one of them, because I didn't have glasses on. Just forgot them, so didn't bother coming back to get them. Gotta be careful. Had blocks kind of blow up. When you have a big splitter, especially in the summer, birch is hard to split. But when it does split, when the knot's let loose, pieces can fly up. They can break your wrist, or, you know, really standing directly in a line like this. You know, I've been hit. It can slam you pretty hard. Usually with two people working, one stands over there more. And when I'm doing the stuff on, I will always put my block on and then stand at the end of the splitter, and the person that's running the controls can see what I'm doing, can see my hands, and if it splits, it's going to go that way or it's going to go this way, and less chance of little incidents to happen. I mean, we want to do this safely, and Wayne, I just don't. Like I said, this is heavy, so I prefer to haul spruce. I like spruce. It does burn good heat out of it, and pine, tamarack. I cut green poplar, and it can pop apart same way, and then when it's froze, when you cut it green, it splits pretty easy. I do most of my splitting with the poplar in April or May, so the frost is kind of coming out of it, and I use a wood splitter. I can split a few smaller blocks with the axe, but wood splitter is works good, and they do have safeties on them. So if you're wondering, some people rig them up so they take the safety off so that they can try and run it themselves. And I mean, you have a power button here, but up here you have a lever that you have to push down to actually run your control. And this is only a little Trademaster 4-ton, and so I just put a block, and I can put my foot up on it, and I put my knee against the control, and I have my hand here, so I still have one free hand end to hold the block on in place by the splitter. So yeah, just going to get the rest of this split up. You've seen me split wood, so just thought I would show you a little bit of getting this stuff done. And my son-in-law was nice enough to come drop it off. I like it if I'm doing outside barbecues, and fire pit for, you know, just roasting a smoky hot dog. Very nice. So this one here, it's the best one. I always tell my kids. Some of you probably wonder why I said that. This here is the best one when you're working on a pile. Wow, she popped pretty hard. But the last one is always the best one. I got it all cleaned up, pile's gone. Just give you a little bit of an idea if you don't know much about birch or green birch, or you're cutting this type of wood and want to burn it. This has to dry out, and birch usually takes you know, a good year to dry. Let's get it stacked up in the sun. There's a lot of moisture in it, very heavy. This here is just a load that if you filled your half-ton box, 6.5 foot long box on most half-tons, it would be a level box full, and your springs would be bent right backwards, because there is just about a ton of weight there. My son-in-law brought this to me in you know, a 1-ton, an F350 short box, and it was squatted right on its butt. That's a lot of weight on your birch wood. If you get it split up and stacked, it's good for 3 or 4 years, but it still doesn't keep long. The brownish, that starts to rot. If your pile's stacked where the air can get at it really good and keep it dried, it'll last a little longer. But if it's just in a pile, you know, like that for instance, you know, 3 years time, the whole center of that pile will be totally rotten. It just doesn't keep well.